Yes, this is Harvey with Humanscale. I want to provide you what we call a user guide or best practices for setting up your Mflex dynamic arm with sliders. Now, first and foremost, keep in mind, underneath this cover, you'll find necessary tools that you may need, i.e. Allen wrenches, to make any fine-tune adjustments if needed. Okay. Now, your arm's been installed, you're at your desk, or you're installing a new arm and going to put it on your desk. What we like to see is to have, of course, the base clamped on and the post here, right? But this bracket sitting towards about one ring down from the top. The reason I like that is allows the dynamic arm to have the full range of adjustment to accommodate taller users to petite users, okay? The bracket easily is adjustable by pulling this latch forward. That releases pressure on here, and this can slide up and down to where you want it, and then you push to lock it in place, like I've done here, okay? The idea with the dynamic arm with sliders in today's environment is because we got rectangular desks, and we want to avoid arms hitting the wall and pushing the screens outward. Rather, you can see here, they're orientated nicely back and flat, giving me the enough space here to view my screen where I don't feel like it's in front of my face, okay? Now, if I have, where do I need to put the screens? So if I don't have bifocal blended glasses, like me, I just wear readers, the rule of thumb is the top bezel should be sitting a couple inches above eye level, okay? That might be a little high. I can easily bring it back down with little effort and such like that. The idea is so we can have a good alignment, good posture. Now I have bifocals, Harvey. Well, the rule of thumb is I need to drop it down below eye level on either side, okay? And potentially, I like to, a little trick is angle them backwards a little bit, like I'm doing here, so when I'm reading the information down here, I don't feel like I'm having to tilt my head up as much. I can keep my head more leveled out, okay? So that gives you the tips on how high it should be for non-bifocal users and bifocal users. Now, a few setting tips that you may need to go to. If you find your arm where if it's like, oh, it's drifting up a little bit here too easily, or it's coming down a little bit too easily after install, right up, drop it down, and right on the back side, there's an Allen wrench section right here. See, I want to put my tool in. Has a plus or minus on there. So if it's going up too quickly, you take it to the minus, okay? Because that means it's you need to take some of the pressure off. If it's going down too soon, you need to put more pressure on it, means to the plus side, okay? The other thing you might have, who knows, you know, you go to tilt your screen, and then while the screen, oh, it's kind of dipping forward for you. Not a problem. Just take your tool out, come right into the back here on the ball joint, and tighten it up just a little bit to give more tension there, and that will keep the ball joint where you need it. Now, that's the only two adjustment tips you're going to have to make at all, period, okay? Now you can orientate things back, set them up to where you want to go, and there you go.